Happy Saturday. How you doing? Good on the wing, my man. If you don't like the weather, just wait a minute. 5 day stretch, single low digits with wind chill. Yesterday, 44 degrees. 5 day forecast, mid to high 30s, low to mid 40s going into next weekend. Haven't had any snow yet. I want to take a minute though. I tell you, man, what's going on with those people out in those wildfires out in California? It's heartbreaking. You know, I'm hearing a lot of complaints from people on social media, Facebook, stuff like that. A lot of sympathy is being offered to famous celebrities, rich movie stars, and singers that, oh, they lost their mansion. But not much is being said about the average middle class, less wealthy people that lost everything. These mega wealthy celebrities can well afford to buy another house. These other people can't. Sometimes I wonder, there seems to be this celebrity worship with a lot of people. They get starstruck and they seem to place their lives and their possessions at a higher value than the average everyday Joe like you and I. I don't get it, but what can I say? I tell you, man, it's horrible. It's been happening out there. It's far from over. Midwest is getting whacked with a lot of snow. We still haven't had any snow yet. So, oh, by the way, yesterday went well. I did not poison any of my family when they came over to eat. For the Uncle Brian, seafood spectacular. It went well. We all enjoyed it. Just the family get together alone is nice. The food was a bonus, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, what's been going on? Oh, speaking of weather, something happened yesterday here that it made the news. It was on Boston, Rhode Island, order local news stations with film. Like I say, we're the number one commercial fishing port in the country here, and we got a fleet of over 350 vessels. You know, from 60 foot to 95 and 150 foot trawlers and draggers. And they go out, they don't fish around here, Fort Tabor and Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard. These guys go way the fuck out there in the North Atlantic, Georges Banks, even further. A lot of their voyages, they're 12, 14-day voyages. In some cases, it'll take 3.5, 4 days just to get to where they're going to go, to those fishing grounds. Another 3.5 to 4 days back. This boat was out on a 12-day trip, and when it returned and it came through the main hurricane barrier gate that protects the inner harbor, people were stopping and staring. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. Saw it on the news. It looked like a ghost ship. 95-foot trawler. The boat was completely encrusted with a thick, solid sheet of ice from bow to stern. Just a big block of ice. That's how bad it was out there for those guys. When it got to the dock, it took a team of people 6 hours to break all the ice away from all the hatches so they could offload all their catch. It was an unbelievable sight. It looked like something out of like a spooky ghost movie. Fortunately, all the crew was a crew of 8. I'll tell you, man, it's rough out there. It's not an easy job. Yeah, they make good money, but it's not a job for everyone. So anyway, been any Java sightings? Maybe there's a good reason for it. Pure speculation. Pure speculation. Maybe he didn't pay a cell phone bill, so he can't use his phone to make videos and to go live. speaking of that, I'll get to that. A few things have come my way from some people recently, asking me things, and from their point of view, I can understand why they ask. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, I had to step away for a minute. From their point of view, I can understand. I'm not upset. I can understand why they would ask me some things. Maybe he didn't pay a cell phone bill. He spent a little bit too much of his welfare money for the month on Puma sneakers and Hot Wheels cars. Couldn't pay a cell phone bill. They shut off his phone. And he doesn't have any Wi-Fi hotspots around there to tap into. You know what I mean? Maybe, pure speculation, he was abducted by aliens in the middle of the night. They beamed him up to their spaceship and they took him to a faraway planet to study human behavior. Boy, are they in for a fucking surprise. Anyway, I get asked things at times. And at times, I had someone say to me recently, you know, you talk too slow. If you talked a little faster, maybe our videos wouldn't take as long as they do. And I kind of laughed. So what do you mean take as long as they do? On occasion, yeah, I'll go 12, 15 minutes. Sometimes I've gone 20. One time I think I went close to a half hour. But on average, my videos are well under 10 minutes. A lot of them well under 7 minutes. Some of them well under 5 minutes. So I don't think I devote a lot of time on here. I've seen others that devote hours a day, between live streams, and that's another thing. How come I don't do any live streams? I can't spend that much time on here. I can't. I have been involved in a few, let me think, 1, 2, 3, with a friend. And what I'm saying, he already knows. I'm not bad-mouthing anyone. There's nothing really to bad-mouth. It's just a matter of what some people are comfortable doing, what others are not comfortable doing, you know. And I got invited in on another person's live streams 3 times. First time was fun. I enjoyed it. Went about 2 hours. I enjoyed it, and mostly because I enjoy, you know, talking with him, and our friendship is away from YouTube. We talk on the phone routinely, and we don't need YouTube to be friends, you know. And due to him, I got to meet one of his good friends up in Canada. Pretty decent guy. Very knowledgeable about cars. And I really enjoyed it. I really did. Second one came around a few weeks later. About halfway through it, I found myself getting a little antsy. Like I didn't know what to say. My mind was wandering, thinking about, looking at the clock. When's this going to end? Something's coming on TV I want to watch later on PBS. You know. And History's Mysteries. Third one came along. About 15 minutes into it, I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? I really don't want to do this, but I went through with it. In fact, I think I cut out about halfway through it. Hey, sorry guys, but, you know, that's just not me. You know, and I talk too slow. You know, I've heard people talk, man. Oh, another one. How come I don't get all pissed off and riled up like other people do? To me, it ain't worth it. Nobody on here is worth working yourself up into a fucking frenzy over. You know, that's just me. That's just me. I see people get worked up over shit, man. They start rattling off so fast, I cannot understand a single fucking word they are saying. It's just one big blur of anger. Hey, that's them. You know, I guess it comes down to our personality, our nature. Some of us are a little more laid back and relaxed. Others get wound up very easily. Although I think I have got a little wound up on 2 occasions. Some of you could have witnessed it. Only because of 2 individuals and what they did. That really bothered me. You know, one, that pasty old decrepit buzzard motherfucking scamming bastard, the Crypt Keeper, using sick, suffering, dying children at St. Jude's as a scam, a hook, clickbait, as a way to get attention, to grow his channel, to get subs and views, to make money for himself. That really bothered me. And Jabba, I have a lot of fun with his ass. I'd rather laugh than get pissed off at him. He ain't worth getting pissed off at, except for this one time. I'd rather use humor than anger and hate. And yeah, I know I've been told my sense of humor is a little off the wall at times, but hey, I am what I am, I can't help it. I can find humor in everything. Just about everything. And due to the fact that I saw my baby sister go through a horrible 2-year battle with cancer up until her death. Her radiation and chemo and everything that just... And she never talked about it. Never went on the internet looking for sympathy. She used to go on Facebook. Never mentioned it, never talked about it. She liked her music. Pat Benatar, oh my man. She loved Pat Benatar. Went to every one of her concerts when they came around, got backstage passes. She was so proud she posted pictures with Pat backstage. She even got the Pat Benatar logo, PB with a symbol, got it tattooed on her wrist. She loved Pat Benatar. She posted her songs. She liked poetry, funny little memes and things like that. Never talked about her cancer. Right up until the day she died. And that fat fucking retard. He's got a fucking melanoma spot on his shoulder. The size of your fucking pinky nail. He's on here whining and crying, acting like he's on death's fucking doorstep trying to get fucking sympathy. Oh yeah. That went up my ass sideways like a Louisville slugger. Wrapped in barbed wire and emery cloth and 9-inch nails sticking out of it. That really bothered me. That hit a little too close to home with me. But outside of that, hey, it is what it is. Well, what somebody say? You're running 14, 15 minutes on this video. If you would talk fast, you could have done it in maybe 7 or 8 minutes. Maybe I could have. Maybe you could have. But I didn't. If you don't like it too fucking bad. We all are what we are. Our nature, our personality. Hey, it is what it is. What can I say? So anyway, weather's looking a lot better than it was. But very low single digit wind chill, deep freeze we're in for a while. Good old New England, man. If you don't like the weather, just wait a minute. So anyway, I guess, we see what happens with Java. What's going on, I'm sure there's a good reason, why he has chosen to stay away. Hey, maybe he's been out every day test driving motorhomes, motor coaches, decide which one he wants to buy with his $70,000. I'm sure there's a good reason for it. If you can think up a good reason, let me know. I'm always welcome to suggestions in the comments on my videos. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have fun and stay safe.